Good afternoon, guys. How you doing? Gerard Fairley. I'm at the yard. We're doing a little maintenance today. As you can see, I'm looking a little scruffy. I got my mismatch sneakers and stuff. But I thought I'd make a quick video on the top 3 maintenance categories that you will experience as an investor, even as an owner operator, of course, the same. Top three equipment issues or breakdowns are the most often will be a tire breakdown, meaning a tire blowout or a puncture of some type, right? So tires are going to run you anywhere from $350 to $750 for a brand new tire, whether they're drive tires or steer tires, right? Steer tires are different than drive tires, and of course the cost is different. So most often than not, it will be the tire blowouts that can run you from $100, $150 up to $200, $300, depending on if it's a weekend or whatever, right? So that's the most frequent, most common, and usually the cheapest breakdown is the tires. Then you have, in my opinion, brakes. Braking issues. Braking issues are the next most common type of breakdown. Brakes are going to run you $200 to $300 per wheel if you got to change the pad and do, a whole rehaul. If you're going to get your entire brake system done on your semi truck, that's going to run you $4,000, $5,000, $6,000, or so, $4,000, $5,000, depending on if you get a good deal or not. So, and a lot of times you'll see that when you go through your preventative maintenance, they're checking for leaks and things of that nature. And that's very, very important. I know one time I got put out of service because the inspector found a leak in the brake or the drum system, and he says you can depress the brakes and cause a fire. That's an immediate, put you out of service type of situation. So brakes and things are right behind tire blowouts in terms of frequency and in terms of the next level of cost, right? It can cost you more than tires. And then finally, number 3, right? Number 3 is the engine itself. Any type of engine breakdowns. Engine is always going to cost you more. If you have a preventative maintenance guy doing diagnostics, they'll catch things quick and early. The diagnostics, they'll plug up the computer and check out all your sensors and everything else and catch potential breakdowns early. Engine breakdowns are usually most often because of poor performance on the fluids, right? That's why it's important to incentivize your drivers so that they check the oil fluids, the diesel oil fluids, heavy duty diesel oil fluids, and they check the antifreeze, the coolant levels. Those are very, very important. Check the belts, so there's a certain checklist of things so that you minimize the breakdowns. So engine breakdowns can be a $2,000, $3,000 something because of heat. Usually it's a heat type of thing. That's why I say fluids are so important. And if it's your turbos, your turbos can run you $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 a turbo, and you have to have your turbos to give you the compression and the pull and the more power for the engine. And the turbos are basically small tiny turbine engine fans that spin around and suck up air and shoot air into the engine component so that you get more power for the type of fuel that you're burning. So you have to have your turbos. When the turbos break down, you lose a dramatic amount of power. And in my Volvo, I believe I had 2 turbos in there. So that's the final cost structure in terms of maintenance for your semi truck.